Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Knocks it into space. He's shot a goal! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Melbourne City finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He won't be happy with that one. That pass has been well intercepted. Belletti. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is... Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Shevchenko powering forward here. Hullet. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Mbappe! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look... Big chance! Real chance! That's another chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This is...
Can he finish? Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking to play him in. He was under real pressure there. And he's quick to return it. He's through here. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Darren Fletcher. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot! Oh, terrible pass. Beckenbauer. And this is Shevchenko. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. And they're back on the ball again. Timber. Mbappe. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's got away. And this is Hullet. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Beckenbauer is the distributor and shoots! Oh, this takes a shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, it clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Melbourne City have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with...
And a chance! He's got a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! His position was perfect. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Luis Diaz, is someone I like a lot for his versatility that makes him suited for a very fluid front line. I mean, by trade, yes, he's a left winger, but he's proven himself to be decent with his back to goal, and he's a player with the potential to be prolific if you see how well he can use his pace and dribbling ability inside crowded boxes.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation Diaz! Oh, it's come off the upright. And here's Ronaldinho. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Neymar! Not the most accurate pass. DiMarco. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Madrid really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right! How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldinho. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shevchenko receives it in a good position here.
Melbourne City are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's DiMarco. This looks promising. Soboslai did well to stay calm there.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Melbourne City have the chance to go the other way. He's had it taken off him. And here's Inzaghi. McAllister. Asensio. Now it's Diaz. Asensio gets into a good position. Oh, look at the space here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Here's the header! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ronaldinho. Diaz. Cleared away. DiMarco, very much a man of this moment. Ronaldinho. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Ronaldinho. Now it's Diaz. Shevchenko. Look at the space. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ronaldinho. And he welcomes it in. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Diaz. That's really well cleared. Neymar did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Shevchenko. Howson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chiellini getting this one clear. That is ended up in no man's land. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Shevchenko. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ronaldinho. Deftly away. Pass somewhat off target. Marquinhos. Quality ball. Now it's Diaz. Now it's Diaz.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Howson can get it clear. And that's gone loose. That's tidy. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Melbourne City unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Number 9.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Number 23.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Melbourne City really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Szoboszlai gets it clear. Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. DiMarco. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. He's shifting through the gears here. Melbourne City do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And that has been cleared. Melbourne City have their second corner now. They've played it short. Looking for the far post. That has been knocked clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Ronaldinho. Played into space. But that has not gone well. Guardiola. Melbourne City still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And for sure, that was not one of his best. McAllister. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. It's Neymar! Oh, it's come loose. Buffon trying to keep this in. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. That's going to go a long way. Melbourne City are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Haaland. Now this could be a chance. He thumps it clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Asensio. And here's Haaland. Aimed beyond the defence. Deftly away. Guardiola.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Guardiola. Haaland. And that has left him in a heap. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Inzaghi. Neymar. And that is well cleared.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he was quick to react. Melbourne City, little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Madrid are down to 10 men.
Substitution.
Madrid are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's just beyond his reach.
Madrid really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Time and again they are repelled. Ronaldinho. McAllister. Now it's Shevchenko. Looking for options for movement. Oh, just... And it's Shevchenko. And the finish! And there's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Back to Perry. And that's that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Shevchenko taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So Jim, how do you reflect? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Opts to play it back. This looks... He's had a shot! Goal! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So, a breakthrough already. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cannavaro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Ronaldo. Asensio. Now it's Shevchenko. It's played through for him. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Melbourne City clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
They want to be quick to recover this. Melbourne City very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to them. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the delivery.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. Asensio, that has been cut short. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Shevchenko. Goes down, but nothing given. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Natal definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Bale. Asensio can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Bale. Melbourne City leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pass somewhat off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Shevchenko. He's free, he has got space. Great vision. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Bale. Messi finding himself in space. Oh, great leap! And a neat finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Shevchenko. He's through here. Maicon. Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Bale. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Shevchenko. Looking to play him in. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Coming on to replace him.
Back on the way then.
Number 23, Erling Haaland.
Out for a throw. Space for him to turn and look. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Bale goes short. And here's Bale. Goes for the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a good ball. Melbourne City needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well.
Real chance! They've scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there.
Vinicius! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's a goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Nepal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Melbourne City perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Haaland. Pepe cuts out the pass. That has ended up in no man's land. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've got a throw. Incoming delivery, punched away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's found a way through. And they've managed to get rid. It's a pretty loose pass. Haaland, who does have an assist to his name. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Bale. Oh, such a clever... He'll try from distance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a sharp pass. Played through into space. And he's quick to return it. And that's a... Tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Nepal have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking for the run. Messi finds himself offside. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Neatly clipped into space. Melbourne City have it back and can go again. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just 5 minutes left. Haaland! Great chance! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, this looks sharp.
Melbourne City really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's there to get it away. And it's Marcelo. He's had it taken off him.
Added time.
Szoboszlai. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Shevchenko. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's superb. Goes for a shot! Marcelo can get it clear. And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Melbourne City can... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement's
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now here's the delivery.
that's good defensive concentration.
Asensio! And that is wildly off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now it's Yamal. And it's De Bruyne. Knocks it out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Guardiola. Oh, that's well spotted. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Kevin De Bruyne! The man is an artist! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there is your opener. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Melbourne City are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries one from range. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's Riker. Riker! Against the crossbar. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And the shot! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Can he get on the end of this? Soboslai can clear it away. O'Reilly. That pass has been well intercepted. And the counter is on. And he's worked it through. And this is Shevchenko. No way through. Now that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Melbourne City clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's De Bruyne. Threads one in. Yamal picks it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he?
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions.
They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Guardiola. Van Dijk. Guardiola. McAllister.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Szoboszlai goes short. Tries to pass it through. Van Dijk gets it clear. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Shot could be... Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Melbourne City have their 3rd corner. And it's been taken short. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's put paid to the danger. And he's in on goal. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival, Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. That's a nicely shaped ball, and he was quick to react. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Asensio.
Melbourne City truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Opts to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
McAllister is offering a right smile there.
So their 4th corner of the game. Szoboszlai plays it short. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Shevchenko. And it's McAllister. Now it's Diaz. Asensio tries a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They're up to 5 corners now. Szoboszlai with the short one. Asensio. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's found a way past.
Such good technique.
It's Inzaghi! Too close for comfort. Guardiola. That has not gone well. Filippo Inzaghi! Superb by Inzaghi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
He leaps for it! And it's in! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. And that is all they have time for. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Well, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitutions taking place.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Melbourne City can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! He'll try to keep this alive. Melbourne City do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And it's been given away. He has found the way through. Real chance here. Great chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's De Bruyne. He's shifted it to the flank. Now this could be a chance. And he's undercooked that. And he's there to get it away. Nicely weighted ball. And he plays one through. Chance! That is some save from Khan. Good ball, good take. O'Reilly. Chance here to counter. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that should get the job done. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? And he's picked out the run. And this is Shevchenko. Khan clears it away. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Surely now!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Spread to the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And now he has 2. Bangladesh now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And this is Shevchenko. Bangladesh are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Asensio, and this is Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. And this is Shevchenko, and he's got away from him. Referee has just said play on. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Szoboszlai. Oh, good spread. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's picked his way through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Shot, surely! And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Now this could be a chance. And it's Van Dijk. Towering header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Yamal. Totti. Nicely shaped ball. It's come to nothing. McAllister. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged to shoot. Forced to go back. That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's Inzaghi! Just cruising! They are cruising!